Hey, welcome to IMO in my opinion with J&M. Jonathan.
Yes.
How are you, buddy?
I'm all right. This must be a really special occasion.
Why?
Because you got your fanciest
what?
WrestleMania shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
Circa 1993.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Jonathan, you're in your freaking phone. Good Lord.
Sweet.
Apparently there's an emergency somewhere in the country with that bullhorn going off over there. What's going on? How professional are you? And you're still reading it.
Not.
And you're still reading it.
No.
Yeah, you're still. Oh.
All right. There.
There we go. What were you saying?
Yeah.
Be professional.
WWF shirt circa 1993.
Yes, this is an amazing shirt with who's on this? The Ultimate Warrior. Who else is on there?
I saw Big Boss Man, Roddy.
This is the guy
Piper.
right here. Where's he at? Right here. This guy. I can't even point right now. This guy right here. The Macho Man. That's the man right there. Anyways,
I can do his voice really well.
No, you really can't. So
what are y'all giggling?
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
Wait a minute. So we have a full house today. We have two young ladies here with us today. One's related to Jonathan. She's been on before. She helped me embarrass myself singing an Aladdin song once before.
You did great. Yeah. You did really good. You should give yourself props.
I will let the ladies introduce themselves. So give them your name, your current dating status.
What does that mean?
You're single, taken, married.
Oh my stars!
In a situationship.
In a Will Smith.
Your Hinge profile. What else you want? Social security number?
Yeah, I was about to say. Are you guys gonna ask me for my social? So as we,
you got good credit or no?
I don't think I want to discuss
then I don't want to know it.
Say no.
But it serves me no
Say no.
I am Kristen because I'm a 10.
She uses it every single time.
Yeah, she's done it. What the fuck is this?
Sorry, my bad. You want to hear it again? It was pretty good.
No,
wrong.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
I feel bothered by.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I'm Kristen.
Why does she need an introduction? She's been here like 4 times.
Because she hasn't been here.
This is lucky number 3.
Yeah.
This is time number 3, and I brought my bestie with me. Hey.
Sorry, I was waiting for that part.
The quality of the show just totally went.
And bestie is called.
My name is Gaby.
Gaby. Hi, ladies. How are you guys doing today? Besides late.
Late or running on Puerto Rican time, so just on time.
Sure, okay, I guess.
And also, I have to briefly say, it's Gabriella, guys.
Oh, God, leave it. Stop. Okay, so so it's an interesting dynamic since you were mentioning earlier that you guys are best friends and we're best friends.
We're real best friends.
Wow.
20 plus years.
Yeah.
You guys are like newbies.
We are.
We're like newlyweds.
We are. We are.
You guys are still in the honeymoon. Yeah, you guys are still in the fucking honeymoon stage.
We're not that much in honeymoon phase because we already get into arguments.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the start.
I feel like that's a good way to start the show. How many arguments have you guys been in that you have gotten so much closer to?
Actually, not.
I don't think we've argued about stuff, but I don't think we've ever argued to the point where like we don't talk to each other.
Well, clearly, if that was the case, me and her would not be talking right now.
But we haven't even fought like strongly.
No?
Like never to like in a way of
it's a female thing.
What do you mean?
I just
they all just did that. What?
Never mind.
Wait a minute. Okay, so we've never really argued in the sense of like we have arguments and debates, but we don't argue like fuck you, blah blah blah, get the fuck out of my house. Like we never say shit like that.
Is this a true statement that guys, when they fight, all they have to do is really punch each other, and then the conflict is resolved?
Never even gotten that far.
Really? Nope. The first argument
that is true. Yeah.
Well, it's like basketball, I guess. In basketball,
like the resolution to your guys' fights is just
you don't have a relevant.
Like when I play basketball and you talk shit to somebody, and you guys play and you're fucking about to kill each other, literally in a basketball court, and then after the game, it's like we're best friends. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic.
I would say that Gaby and I, when we were friends, we're still friends.
I was about to say, we were past 10? Damn, that relationship, did last shit.
Showered quick.
No, I'd say the biggest argument that we had, I thought she was going to kill me. I literally thought she was going to go like straight take me. And I wasn't prepared for that. I got so scared. Y'all don't know. You do not know. Then I would say...
Can we get some details about that? What the hell?
I don't even remember what the argument was about now.
No, I don't remember either.
Right?
All I remember was you got loud with me. And I
got bold. And
I laughed.
Stop chewing gum, John. I can hear you chewing gum all the way over here. Like we're so far away. We'll give him a moment.
It's okay.
Get off my fucking show. I'm kidding.
Oh, my stars.
I had to take my gum out too because I thought it was me. But so details. What the hell was it? What was it about?
Oh, I
remember.
I think I know.
It was about me.
Guy?
They bought the same type of shoe, and one got mad at the other one.
Okay, I think
outfit,
that's discrediting and totally cliche
same
of
blouse,
women.
Flannel blouse.
Negative. First off, it was not that. Second, it was totally, I was in a dysfunctional relationship and I wanted to keep it, and Gabriella was not for it, and she straight up called me out, and I said, well, la 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 la.
That's exactly what you said?
Yeah. It was something like that. I got really high pitched. Extremely.
She went around the world like la 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 la.
I like the song.
See, I am a Puerto Rican, so.
Good job, John. Good job.
Go to hell.
You'll be here all week. Okay. So, since you guys are ladies and we are gentlemen, I want to talk about the differences between men and women.
Did you just assume my gender?
That's in a.
Let's start there. First off,
kick it off. Bring up a topic. Bring it up.
Well, I think that it's interesting that you dress it as men and women versus we're in such a society that
we are all non-binary.
Yeah, it's a non-binary, like aesthetic happening. I guess I don't know if that's even the right context or word.
No, it was.
It's not. I the brainiac over here. See, I told you.
Wasn't there a situation that happened a couple days ago with a kid like in high school? Like he was dressing like a girl and said that he was a girl or whatever, and went into a girl's bathroom and raped a girl.
No.
Yeah, and the father.
I've never heard of that.
That was recent. That was recent.
Yeah. I saw something like that.
That's recent.
See, I'm not. I guess since this whole thing that's been happening, I'm so anti-news. So anti-news. I think it's one of those things where now we're kind of at this point in the world and generation that we're living in. People are going to get offended. Whether you walk into a girl bathroom and you're wearing girl clothes or wearing guy clothes and you're walking in a girl bathroom. You could be a female walking into a woman bathroom and you will have people complaining, why is she walking into that bathroom?
I guess that's where we've gotten.
I'll tell you what. I think that's kind of where the danger lies, right? Because what stops anyone from... I mean, there's a reason why we have men and women bathrooms. Why we separated them a long time ago, right? Because men are fucking perverts. That's what it is.
Hey,
women are too, but I'm just being real. I'm being real.
However, now we have bathrooms that are men and women. What is it that the first thing that they did?
Gender neutral.
Gender neutral. Thank you.
Right, but it's still, if it's a public bathroom, meaning you can all go in there at the same time. Like Walmart, when I used to work at Walmart, they had a bathroom that was for both, but it was one bathroom.
A unisex.
Right, it was one stall or one toilet or whatever. It wasn't like, okay, there's 10 urinals and 10 stalls.
I bet you blew that thing up a couple times.
Dude, some people though.
But I'm just saying, I mean, that's where the problem lies, because you don't really know or understand what the mentality of that person is. Mm-hmm. We respect their individuality. I think I probably said that wrong.
No, individuality. You're right.
But we don't know what everybody's mentality is.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the danger lies. Because again, this is a little high school girl. They got raped by a high school girl, I guess, if you want to be politically correct. But how do we prevent that now?
Well, I guess
are we gonna have a non-binary bathroom where they can go?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It's
Isn't that what we already did though with this whole, what is it called when it's men and women? You just said it. It's
unisex.
Yeah, it's a unisex.
Why not just have like a whole shitload of unisex, one person at a time bathrooms?
Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. That's all right with me.
Yeah.
You imagine what the line would be at any Cubs game or Sox game? Holy shit! Or at the club back in the day? Holy crap! With the girls line? I'm not waiting behind them. Hell no, them girls be taking too long. Look how long it took them to get here. I mean, seriously.
Gabriella, what is your perspective on time?
Fashionably is the best way to go.
Speak it to the mic, please. Speak it to the mic. Say it again.
Fashionably late is the best way to go.
Okay, hold on. First off, this is a great topic right here. What do you guys think about women being late? What is on your mind? What process?
He knows me. I'm punctual as hell. Like I will.
I think that's a familial thing then, because
I am too. Yeah. I tend to try to be on time.
You first off, he gave himself room to be flawed. I try to be on time.
Every person is flawed, even the best of us. Like me.
Even Kristen.
Yes. Listen. Here's the thing. I am on time. I am on time when it's 100% necessary. Like if if I have an appointment or whatever, I'm there early. Like if I go to work, I'm there early. Whatever. Now, if it's going to John's house for a barbecue and it's at 3 and I walk in at 3:20, I mean it's just a barbecue.
Yeah, I'm not like that. Even for like casual things.
Like I don't like
let's hang out at 6. I'm there at 5:55.
It's so
I don't know
true.
why.
It's so
that's a familial thing for sure.
So why are women always late?
I think we have two different perspectives. So I think we should elaborate on that.
So start with yours.
Well, because we went through this situation. She and I were going out and we were going out with our best friends and they were guys. And I didn't like being late. However, I think it's not just because we're related, but I feel like it is definitely a huge thing for me to be on time. I just
well, it's hard to be on time when you got to button up those.
Oh no!
You have like 45 buttons on that thing.
What are you talking about? My shirt?
Yes.
That's
what he's talking about.
Dude, this is a guy shirt.
Are you making is that your thing? You're making a transition or something?
Negative. We're okay.
Would you knock it off with those buttons? Show's going off the rails.
But that's my perspective. You have to hear her perspective. I think that we've grown.
Go ahead, Gaby.
What do you mean perspective?
I feel like
I'm just always late.
Why?
How do you keep a job? How does that work?
That is true.
I'm on time to work.
Oh, okay. The important stuff. Sure. Yeah. If it involves money, I'm there.
So you got to apply that to your everyday life, everywhere you go.
Good point. Yeah. Good point. So why are you late? What makes you drag? Do you sleep a lot? Is that it?
Yeah.
I tend to have that problem sometimes too. But
I hit snooze, assuming that I can I don't think a shorter shower. I can cut corners here. No, I can't.
I don't think I've ever hit the snooze button. I get up, bro. Once I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep anyways. It's kind of hard.
No, I hit the snooze button and I'm like awake, but I'm angry that I'm up. I need a minute to process.
I feel like I have a fucking window when I wake up in the morning. Mm-hmm. Like if I wake up within the first 5 minutes, I can go back to sleep. After that, forget it. I'm just laying in bed, tossing and turning and whatever. And I might as well stay up.
Brother was like that too. God bless him. He would have like 7 or 8 alarms because he said he liked to look at the clock and realize he had more time to sleep.
Ooh, dude, that works. Fuck that works.
You're interrupting your REM sleep. How does that even work?
100%. I agree.
No, well, mind you, put it like this: you're already out of REM already by that time, anyways.
Negative.
Yes, you are. Mm-mm. Yes, you are.
This was
I set my alarm at a normal schedule, and when I want to wake up, I wake up exactly precisely at that time. I think even the mics are giving me one.
Listen. Do you ever realize? Well, it's hard to notice, but think about it next time you go to sleep. Do you notice that when you dream, it's relatively short, right? And do you know why that is? Because you're already out of your REM sleep. Okay, REM sleep you only get that type of sleep for like an hour or two every night, and then when you start to dream is the process of waking up. That's why it's easier. You're not when you're in REM. I keep saying REM. I want to say REM. When you're in that type of sleep,
that's what we learned in school. REM.
You don't.
A great band.
You can't dream. Your mind is damn near off. You don't dream during that time. Everything is off.
I love dreams. I'm very vivid in my dreams.
You know that dreams make you tired? Do you know that?
I wake up energetic.
Hold on. Let me explain to you. You ever have a dream and let's say you're running or whatever and you wake up sweating or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? You ever had those dreams? Like,
yeah, when
whatever?
you're like falling and then you catch yourself.
Sure.
I'm so lazy that I don't think I've ever exercised in my dream. No running. Not even walking, I don't think.
That type of sleep isn't good for you because your heart is pumping
racing.
Almost like if you're awake. So that's why you wake up tired. REM is the best sleep because everything is like damn near flatline, kind of, if per se. But when you're dreaming or whatever, your heart is pumping. You that's why you're able to move and all this, and you start to wake up. You're like, man, I'm so tired. Like, what the fuck? That's how I wake up a lot. I don't know. But my mind's.
I don't know.
I can't turn off my fucking mind.
I'm like
it's always on.
Once my alarm goes off, I am up. Sometimes I'll snooze it. And I know I have 9 minutes. We totally got off
topic, but okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, a little
Finish
bit.
Your thought.
What was the topic?
Why women are always fucking late? Yes, I said it that way.
There's two. I feel like there's also those two perspectives. Because the reason why we were in misunderstanding, I feel like my perspective was more so, I don't like being late. You were like, I can make a man wait. What is that thought?
Yeah, because every time we would go
Speaking to the mic.
Every time we would go pick them up, we'd be waiting outside for them anyway. So I'm like, you know what?
There's no such thing as guy best friends, is there?
What?
No.
They said they went out with guy best friends.
Oh no, men and women cannot have platonic friends.
No,
hold on. Why do you agree with that? And what's your stance on that?
Because I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna bleep myself out. Because every guy is trying to you. I don't care
Where was
what
that
he
but
says.
in the whole conversation?
It just sounded funnier when I said it. I don't care what they tell you.
No guy's gonna waste his time trying to be your friend.
Correct.
If he's not.
I think the majority of guys, there's exceptions.
Exactly.
If he's gay,
and
that's the exception.
That's the only exception.
If he's gay,
I don't think.
Listen, most guys, if they're friends with you to the point where like, you guys go hang out and go shopping and this and blah, blah,
Oh my
blah.
stars, that's exactly what we did. That is exactly what we did. We went thrifting.
You better
and
get that lock to that
straight
chastity
as
belt.
can be.
Get it ready.
Oh my
get
stars.
The club.
They're
get the
as
old
straight
club
as can be.
And put that on.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, men and women are completely different. We think different. Women can have platonic friends. I don't think it's fair. But women, how do I explain it? They can, we can't, which I think isn't fair.
Yeah.
Like, we're not allowed to. Even though we probably would be the ones to be able to have friends because we can be friends with someone and just be friends with them. Let me take that back. I said that weird. Let me say it again.
Isn't that contradicting to your statement of...
Hold on. Let me rephrase. If anyone is built to do that, it's us because we don't look at sex. We look at sex differently than women do. Like, women have tied a lot of emotion to it, a lot of sentiment to it and whatever. Most men look at it as an act, and that's all it is.
I don't think that that's grounds enough to not be friends.
Talking to the mic.
I don't think that that's ground enough to not be friends. I feel like that's just his...
Okay. Have you... It's hard. I can't even ask John because John's married. I can't do it. Damn. It's hard to fucking explain this, man. It would be like... I've never... Okay, I can't say that either. Listen.
Sure you can.
Listen, you cannot be friends with guys. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. The guy is usually, most of the time, interested in something. And it's usually your snatch. Usually.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
So you've never had a platonic girlfriend? Me?
No. I have friends. Like, Kristen's a friend. But, I mean, we're friends at distances. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Especially with women. Because women are fucking jealous about anything.
I'm that jealous woman.
See?
I'm always jealous.
Why?
I'm so jealous. What is it? I still get jealous. That's me. I will own it.
I swear I'm looking for a button to press for that.
But, I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to interrupt you.
I think you tend to be more jealous than I am. So.
Yeah, 100%, which is so weird. Because you're more Puerto Rican than I am. And I feel like that's...
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
She has like this idea that all Puerto Ricans are like extremely jealous, extremely crazy, extremely bold. And I'm like, that's not necessarily the case.
They're all extremely loud for the most part.
Well,
John's not. John's the exception, but John apparently isn't. John's apparently not Puerto Rican to anybody who comes here because every time they come, they ask him if he's Puerto Rican. Let me see. What else can we talk about? When was your last relationships? ladies.
Oh, my stars. Why do we have to go into all of these?
Because it's fun.
No, I hate the spotlight.
There's 3 of them looking right at you.
That was really funny because it really is.
Yeah. I know.
Do you want to go first, Gabriella? I will.
Keep in mind that nobody watches. So
nobody watches. Nobody watches in the States. It's all in Turkey, so they don't really.
Turkey, Albania.
Listen, okay. When was your last relationship and why did it end? You don't have to say names. Just why did it end? And whose fault was it? And if you say it's mutual, you're full of shit.
Okay, so hold on.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was her fault. But yeah.
I didn't say anything.
Go ahead.
No, I wasn't going to go first. I was going to let you go first because I got to think about this one.
Go.
So my last relationship officially ended about a week ago. It was only a few months long.
How long ago? How long ago was it?
A week.
A week? I just
feel
came
like
up with
that's
a bunch
all
of crap. Why did it finish? Why did it end?
Because you just weren't on the same page in terms of expectations, what we wanted. It seemed like I was always asking him for stuff and he was comfortable and complacent with where he's at. And I'm not going to change him. I think we ended it because I accepted him for who he is and where he's at in life. And if he's not going to grow, then...
Are we talking about monetary?
No.
Financial stuff?
No. He lacked communication skills.
But wait. Lacking communication skills, like the first thing you should notice in a guy. How long did you date this guy?
9 months.
Oh, and you noticed it in 9 months? I feel like that would be like the first thing I would notice.
You could literally grow a human being in 9 months.
General question though,
Absolutely,
because I would like to hear the guy's perspective of this topic, because I feel like you can be that far into a relationship and still be completely clueless to the person.
I don't know. I think there's a problem if that's the case.
True.
Like you shouldn't be with that person if you don't know their tendencies, especially with the amount of time.
Well, I'm sure they did.
Especially communication skills, right?
It's fundamental.
Isn't that one of the first things you notice when you date someone? Like, hi, how you doing? How's your day? Okay, he didn't say. She didn't talk back. Obviously, she doesn't have great communication skills.
I feel like this is why I like to intro my name. I'm Kristen because I'm a 10. That's instantly.
She uses that all the time, mind you.
But I feel
anytime
like
she meets anyone.
Exactly.
You're lucky I don't have
When
the
you used to
button
go
ready.
out, do you say that?
Yes.
I really
You do not.
She does. No.
This is my ringer. This is my ringer.
You're single?
I hate you.
I would walk away if you told me that.
I feel like the right guy will stay and find it funny.
I mean, it is.
It is funny. See?
So
okay.
In a sense,
but then
that's why I
here's
say this.
go
That's why I say it was my fault because I had an idea. I didn't know how bad the lack of communication was going to be.
Okay.
And I think it was my fault because I was like, well, it can change. It can grow. And it's like, no.
That's what women always do, right?
I feel like that's such a bad
I can
mentality
change
for
him.
women.
He will change
hence
for
why-
me.
Oh my God, no.
Hence
That doesn't
why
happen.
I accepted him for who he is and I let it go. And
Or people or a lot of women have the mentality like, like people can change. And I think people can change for the most part, but there's some things in life like you can't change. Like I feel like personality, you may be able to cover it up for a little while.
yeah.
But something's gonna trigger it. Who
Does a
you
guy-
are
I
on
feel
the
like come
inside
out.
Yeah.
is you can't change who you are at the core.
Does a guy ever try to change
For a woman,
a woman?
change
No,
a woman.
change a woman.
Yeah, I think
never heard
guys.
of anything
I think
like
guys will try to make them submissive.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree
100%.
with
You know,
that.
now I will say one thing, and I'm not 100% of this, so don't kill me on it. But I think there has to be some submissiveness in a woman, because I think by nature men lead and women follow.
And that's what I think.
And that's biblical.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. No, but just in general, I can agree with that.
I agree, and I think my stance in this situationship. I don't get in relationships. I get in situationships. Sadly,
Entanglements.
I will own that I am not ever been on a date. Oh, well, I've been on a date, but I've never been in a relationship.
We made the exact same face when she said that.
Yeah, because I've totally been on dates. I've been on dates, guys. I just have not been in a like
full
this is official.
Committed.
Yeah, like she is my girlfriend, I am her boyfriend type of relationship. I wish, I've longed for it, but that's definitely never happened.
Why?
Because
your choice or his choice?
I would say I don't see my worth. I think that's a worth question though, because I don't know if I'm giving him too much leeway. I think I give guys too much leeway to give them
horrible men.
I have a bad track record of picking really bad guys because there are insecurities. Exactly. So but there are insecurities. The same situation with
me. She thinks that they'll change. If they're together long enough, he'll see that she's...
Women always trying to change a man.
I'm telling you.
Okay, but there was one thing that you had said at one point, Gabriella, that I think that was a really big eye-opener for me, which was I think women have this desire to always find projects. Mm-hmm. And the guys I've been with are projects. And I'm like, oh, I can be the one that turns it around for him. I'm going to be the one
stupid mentality. That stupid mentality.
Yeah.
Just pick someone who's good out the bat and you'll be all right.
See,
you're already winning the game.
See, but then my standard, I have really mixed standards because then I would say I do have strict rules in terms of after a next amount of time with this person, if they do not know that they want to be with me, then I'm like, bye. Negative? No? Okay.
I guess that's fair.
Cut them off like that? I just don't believe that you can cut them off like that.
I think that as a woman, I build feels and it makes it hard to break it off.
What is your time frame though?
My time frame is 6 months. I give a guy 6 months and I'm like, if you ain't proving yourself or showing...
more time than I give him.
Yeah.
Really? What is your perspective?
I'm quick.
What do you mean?
Bored.
You get bored? That's like so mean.
You rather me lie and
So what's your perspective? Is your perspective, I care about her feelings, so if I'm not the guy for her,
no.
bye?
I don't. Yeah, wow. No, I don't.
Hold on. There's a middle ground there.
What's the shittiest thing you've done to a girl?
The shittiest thing?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I know you've.
Oh yeah, I've done some pretty bad stuff. I think the shittiest.
Just cut them off, like.
Oh, I cut her off, but I cut.
You're the guy that Billie Eilish wrote that song about.
I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna say this story. So one time I was talking to this girl, right, and it was just a smash thing. It was nothing crazy, right? She was literally like, a money hungry chick. And I was okay with entertaining the concept, like, I would take her out to eat, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So one day we go to watch a movie and we go to the theater and we sit down and we're watching the movie and the movie's starting, no credit. This isn't credits. This is movies on, right? And she turns around, looks at me, serious as hell, says, you should get me Starbucks.
Wow.
Whoa.
And I'm like, they don't have a Starbucks in this building. And she goes, there's one across the street.
Was she testing you?
I don't know. But if she was, what comes up next is great. So I looked at her and I said, you know what? Okay. So I walked out, I got in my car and I went home.
Okay.
And I hope she enjoyed the movie.
Oh my stars.
Did you pay for the movie at least?
Oh,
awesome. There you go.
I don't know how she got home.
That's why they invented Ubers because
back then?
Oh my god, like that really blew my mind.
Yeah.
If the credits were still going or we were just walking in at the time, maybe possibility. Yeah. But literally the movie's playing. I'm watching the film, and you're freaking telling me to go get you a coffee. Like, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? Like, get out of here.
Did I tell you?
And it wasn't even that good.
No.
And the box wasn't even that good, bro.
I don't know what you mean by that.
The cardboard box. Whatever. Nonetheless, that was probably like one thing that I don't regret it, but
I feel bad about this one.
She could have died or got raped.
This was like a second date, and we were supposed to meet up like at a parking lot, and she was like 5 minutes late.
That's super scary.
That was a good one.
No. It was like no, we were gonna meet up there and then go somewhere. What? Go to a darker parking spot?
Let's go to the parking lot.
Can't have prying eyes, I guess.
Jonathan's kind of still new to the dating game thing. Even though he's like 40 almost.
She was... she had the nerve to be 5 minutes late.
Oh,
so I took off on her ass. And she called me like 7 times, and I never answered the phone, and we never spoke again.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And I saw her.
5 minutes. That
Really? So you really are a
might have
timely
been
person.
10. Oh, yeah. I don't play with that.
Oh my stars. What was your thought process at us being late?
Huh?
What was your thought process on us being late?
Yeah, it kind of annoyed me. It really annoyed him. I'm not even gonna lie.
I was just literally sitting here like freaking Scarface and shit.
Yeah.
He's pulling on an acting scene. What he's really trying to say is he's trying to get that gig.
Shoot that piece of No, it was horrible waiting for you girls.
The real feels come out.
Okay, so what's the worst thing you guys have done to a guy?
Oh. I feel like I can't really say my story.
Sure you can. Of course you can.
Oh, no. It's bad. I feel like I shut him down because he wasn't meeting my standards.
Was he Asian?
Hey! That's all right.
Well, this is really gonna make you laugh. It was starting in a parking lot.
Did you give Jonathan that idea? Is that what happened?
Or did he give you that idea?
What's with the parking lot? I mean, I've had my share of parking lots, but damn, I dropped that when I was like 20.
You know, sometimes you know that the X Sport in Logan Square.
It's funny how he really knows
like a nice
every single
parking lot.
Because
I'm
the
sure.
gyms
You
are
go up
open
there,
24/7. No? Okay, we weren't going there.
Oh,
Guys, cut that.
please.
They are
Seriously,
open
cut that.
24/7. That's
These are our friends, right?
it's a
Fucking
romantic
And they're
spot.
related.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Clearly,
they're
we like
cousins.
parking lots.
Jeez.
What did we get ourselves into?
I don't know.
Going back to this friendship.
Yes, please. Continue.
I feel like Jonathan is equivalent to Gabriella. Michael's equivalent to me, and we balance each other out. And so answering how women now, I guess that turns into that whole feminist thing. I shut down a guy, but I don't think it's wrong for me to shut down a guy because he wasn't meeting my par. But what about a guy shutting down a girl?
You didn't meet our
What are
par.
the standards?
You didn't meet our par.
How do you shut down a girl?
So, but that's exceptional.
He
So
just
how is that a
He just
feminist
doesn't answer the
thing?
fucking phone. He changes his phone number.
You know, I'm not going to tell you in
ghost
person.
mode,
No,
full
I
on ghost
straight
mode.
up
The number
ghost
you have
mode.
dialed is disconnected.
The person you're trying to reach.
It's no longer available.
I think that's how I started with the accents and stuff like that. The voice things. I just answer the phone to a girl that I was dating and just fucking pop out with a voice.
Like,
You do the Arnold? You give her the Arnold? Is that what works for you?
Yeah.
Did you give her
Sometimes.
Can we hear one of these
No,
accents?
yeah.
I'm curious
Oh,
now.
no.
I feel like I need
how
to
would
know
you,
this.
How would you say hi to a girl in Arnold's voice?
I can't do that. Hi.
That's definitely Arnold.
not even different.
He's trying to piece it together.
Think it. No, I can't.
Okay. Hi. It's
What the
I think most of the
Fuck was
time
that?
I gave him the Consuela.
No.
Wrong number. No.
God, you're a trick.
This is great.
What was the question again? How do we
yeah. What's the difference between us shutting down a guy because he didn't meet our standards, but it's okay for a guy to shut down a girl because we didn't meet his standards?
Because you're being superficial.
So we're being superficial because you didn't meet our standards. But when you guys bounce on us and leave us hanging like that, for instance, what's the status? Tell me. I don't feel like...
Because we're supposed to be superficial.
eh?
You're not, kind of.
I mean, but you, John, you're a completely different case because you literally just don't even you don't give a rhyme or a reason whatsoever. Like I'm legit. I'd tell them straight up. I'd be like, this isn't gonna work out.
I don't like that face-to-face confrontation.
He doesn't like confrontation.
I'd rather you just realize.
I told you, we are related.
Definitely.
We are totally
I want you to
related.
realize on your own that, it didn't work.
I'm confrontational, so I guess in this case,
I've told girls that before. I've told them straight up. Like, I went on a date, and it was fun. I mean, she was cool, but like there wasn't anything there. And I literally like told her, like, I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, but then the girl, she tries to echo that, be like, oh, I was feeling the same thing. Sure, you were.
Oh my. Well,
it's easy to feel that way after you got shut down.
Yeah, you're responding only because I responded. That's why. But anyway.
So is that a communication flaw or is that a?
Oh, women have flaws.
No, I'm perfect.
Oh,
she's a 10. Remember,
I'm a 10.
That's why she's my bestie.
Oh,
with a Tesla.
Oh my goodness, there we go.
Bars. Again, I think I've always been pretty honest. I don't see the point of keeping girls lingering around for
beating around the bush.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah.
Just tell them straight up. Like, I ain't into you. You're not into me. I mean, I don't take it personal when a girl tells me the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like that though.
No?
No, I don't think guys are like
personal,
that.
John?
Huh?
You would take it personal?
Hell yeah, I would.
I think it's I think for you, it's a lack of
difference.
There's a lack of experience in your case. I hate to put you on blast like that, but there's a lack of experience in that case.
He's like me. We're related. We have.
You have a lack of. What? Never mind. Never mind.
He has lack of because we're not in the dating.
You're not into dating, but you've.
I'm into dating.
But you're into. You are or not?
I don't know. I'm in a bad position.
Damn, where's that bottle? Is she drinking that under the table? Golly.
No, I feel very hot and warm right now.
I don't know. What else, ladies? Tell us something. Give us something nice and funny. Or ask us a question. What do you girls want to know? So we can give you all these years of man
How
wisdom.
long does it take guys to know that it's not going to work out?
Oh.
Because judging by what you both are saying, it took you 5 minutes and it took you one date.
It's relatively quick.
You think so?
It's relatively quick.
The one girl goes to me, she goes, yeah, I watched Martin. It's hilarious. And I said, you like Seinfeld? She said, no. I said, this is not going to work. I just said it in my head. I didn't tell her, but I knew from there.
I don't know. It's relatively quick because, again, now mind you, I get bored. That's the problem. Like like you said, you try to tough it out. And I mean, there'll be some girls that are really, really pretty and it's just so fucking bloody boring. Like, I don't know what to talk to you about.
That's why it's Kristen.
We're still talking about that?
We will gonna say it as much as she can throughout the show.
Moving on.
Yes. Sorry.
I don't know if that answers your question. Like for me, again, I'm
It's
relatively quick.
It's really quick.
Yeah, like if
I
there's
think
no
us as women, we just think like, maybe it'll change later on, or maybe we'll end up clicking. Not that that's the right mindset, but that's for the most part, that's a lot of our mindset.
and then
Like kind of the post-sex.
Oh, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's rare. Like, okay, again, speaking from my stuff that I've done in my life, it's always a chase. I'm sorry. It's like a chase for the box, right? Now it's rare that I find a girl.
I'll say box.
Yeah.
You want me to say snatch?
I'm not gonna lie. When you say box, I'm like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm just
The box.
It's like a 1980s
Hey,
reference.
if schools aren't afraid to tell about gender stuff, I don't think you shouldn't call the box. What's a box?
Okay, so if I've always gotten bored after I would get into a girl's pants, right? That was kind of my thing. Like the chase was fun, but then after the chase, what's there? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then as I grew older, I gave that up in the sense where I cared about personality, but then it was even worse because we wouldn't even get to the box part because I don't like you because you're boring or whatever the fuck. I've always been like, it's hard to keep me interested in you.
Okay.
As weird as that is. And it's a conversation thing because I like to consider myself an intellectual. I don't know if Jonathan would agree, but I like to consider myself one.
He's the brainiac over here. I'm sorry, Michael. I will side. He reads books for fun.
I read books. Maybe not for fun.
I really don't, honestly.
But I read books.
I know, but you're kind of.
Listen, we're opposites. We're opposites in a sense. He's like my sister in a way. Like my sister's very book smart, right? College degree, the whole 9 yards. But I'm the guy who fixes things, if that makes any sense.
Like if a light is broken?
He's like,
I guess.
well, I can do that too. He's like more street smart.
Here, I'll give you one. I'll give you. Let's test Kristen's street smart. Since you since you spoke of a broken light bulb. Okay, let's just say you have a light bulb, right? Mm-hmm. And it breaks. So meaning the actual socket is still in there. How do you get it out?
Oh, her brain is percolating right now.
Come on. Tricks. There's little tricks.
You're dressed like a handyman. You should. You look like Tim the Toolman.
Oh my stars, it's so mean.
I used to like that.
Me too. Anybody else?
You look like a cute little lumberjack.
I appreciate it. I have confidence to override all of that negative. I'm not gonna lie, though. That's funny.
We need the
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
We need the guy who only shows his eyes.
It was the neighbor.
Yeah, the
just
neighbor
always
with the behind the fence.
So there's tricks to it, right?
I don't think so, Tim.
So you don't know.
My assumption
without electrocuting yourself.
Without electrocuting myself, my thought would be to use your hand around the corners with a napkin.
Am I not?
Where's my aunt wrong? I mean, you could do that, I guess. There's a trick. You Google this shit, okay?
Yeah,
so like you
or
can
it's
grab
either that or tweezers.
You can grab. You know what you can grab? Grab a soft potato, cut it.
That's what I was thinking.
And you squeeze it on top of that, and you turn it.
I would have never thought of that.
It's because men figured things out.
Hold on, whoa! Is that really a thing?
Yes. Yeah. It's a thing.
I'm like gonna Google it right now just to go.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I feel like we need a fact check.
I'm dead serious.
Is that a real thing?
Wait a minute.
How to take out?
Is that a handyman trick or is that?
Yes, it's just a trick.
So how is that street smart though? Wait, somebody gonna come and bust my light bulb?
No, it's the concept. No.
What is it?
I don't want to know if somebody's going in there and busting your light bulbs.
Oh my god!
We just knocked it down. That's all. I'm just saying, I'm the type of person that I figure shit out, right? Versus like someone like, maybe not so much John, because John does figure things out, but like most people would ask me, like people would ask, like my sister, for example, instead of like as smart as she is, like she won't try to figure it out. She'll ask me, even though I really don't know much about it, but guess what I do? I'm good at figuring shit out.
Ooh. Well, I guess that's where the smarts come in. Why bother doing it or trying to figure it out?
Someone else to do it for you.
Okay, that's smart.
You're a fucking puppet. That's what you are.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate it. Holy shit! Wow, that was get the fuck out my sight.
I feel like that was a very inaccurate street smart question. That was more of a handyman question.
Still, but the concept is the same. It's just figuring shit out.
Yeah.
If you're gonna keep me on my toes. I mean, yes, it kept me on my toes a little bit, but like, it's just wasn't a valid street smart.
Try another question.
Oh, God.
All right, if somebody starts shooting, what would you do?
I know what Jonathan does.
I would duck.
I know what Jonathan does.
What does Jonathan do? How many times?
Jonathan starts running around in a circle instead of throwing himself on the floor.
He panics. Jonathan panics.
Literally, he starts running. No, literally, he did that.
No,
like, literally, he did that.
I've had a gun pointed straight to my face one time, and I didn't panic.
But it's literally in front of you. It would behoove you not to panic if it's right in front of your face.
Wow.
Hey, all of us have grown up in Chicago. This is a thing.
Fuck.
Right? All of us have grown up in the city. It's a thing.
What, getting shot at?
No.
I've never been shot at.
I've never been shot at. I've heard gunshots. With a very close radius.
So what do you do?
Didn't they kill somebody right next to your house? David saw the guy die.
I know. I looked out the window. That's what I would do, and I got in trouble.
Look out the window?
Yeah, you're not exactly in my mind. Somebody's getting shot at.
Wait,
I'm going to look out the window because, in my opinion, I want to look at details of the perpetrator and maybe of the vehicle
and get shot while you're
at it. So you want to be a snitch?
And you want to get a stray bullet?
She wants to be a snitch. 6'9".
Oh my god, all my childhood memories. She wants to be a snitch.
Listen. What you do is you get to the lowest point that you can at the moment. Meaning, if there's gunshots around you, you throw yourself on the fucking floor and you stay there.
See, I tried to give him a moving target.
That's the
Be
dumbest
harder
thing.
to shoot.
No, that's the dumbest thing. You give yourself more of a chance of getting a random bullet.
Really?
If you're moving in more space, you have more. There's a higher likelihood.
What if they're walking towards you? You're just laying on the ground. That's an easy kill.
When was the last time you saw any report of someone literally walking up to people? What's 90% of the stuff that happens here? Drive-bys.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So, again, the likelihood of some random person, while one Hispanic and two really, really light-complected Hispanics are playing tennis, they're just going to walk up to us and just...
Why do I feel like you're
Puerto
totally
Ricans.
calling out Xiomara and John?
Yeah.
Because they're the two light-skinned Hispanics that'll be playing tennis.
Only Puerto Ricans I know that ever played tennis.
Semi-albino.
Listen, that was pretty funny that day. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was probably the stupidest
keep the
thing
jokes
I mean,
on
I
the
guess
table, because
after
I don't
the-
know what we're talking about.
So Jonathan,
I feel outside the circle.
one day, me, John, and Xiomara, we went to go play tennis at
Xiomara is John's sister, also my very close friend.
At a sketchy
and you're her
park.
best friend, and you don't know her sister, her cousin.
Well, I haven't explained all of my family people. Touche.
Okay, listen.
Remember, we're fresh. We're still in newlywed stage.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yep.
So me and John, Xiomara, we went to go play tennis at Blackhawk Park.
That's typically where you guys play.
We don't play there no more, but
Reese.
Reese is more the thing now. So we go play tennis, and it's a smaller park. I mean, it had like 4 tennis courts in a cage, right? Which I think is the most dangerous thing in the world, but whatever. So we're playing whatever. All of a sudden, you just start hearing gunshots, just pop, 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 pop. And I throw myself on the floor, right? And when I go to look for them two, they're literally just running around in circles, chasing each other around. And I'm just like, what the hell are you guys doing?
That's really funny.
Get down.
What was the thought process behind that, John?
Run.
I said, giving them a moving target. It's hard to shoot somebody like that. It's much harder to shoot somebody when they're moving around. Yes?
Okay.
Okay, I got something fun. I feel like we need to compensate some time here and get rid of some footage from the past.
Go.
So we should give scenarios, and you should try to guess what my reaction would be, and you should try to guess his reaction.
What is this, a dating game or something?
No, but I think that it would be really fun and cool and interesting to see if we're right or wrong.
Go ahead. I'll let you guys try it out. See how it goes.
Okay, so Gaby, what would I do if I was on a really bad date and I needed to leave?
You would stay.
You know me too.
But how would, you could just be agreeing.
No.
She would stay. She would stick it out.
You gotta tough it out.
Why would
She
I
would be
stick
like,
it
I'm
out?
just-
See, but I don't even know what kind of question. Go ahead, John. Give me a
Because you're
question.
non-confrontational.
Yep.
Go,
She's so
go.
right.
You're about to get it on with a girl. The cooter be stankin'.
You're still doing it. You're still running the motorboat
No,
on it.
man.
Compensate time. Oh
That's it. I mean, that's the right answer. Man.
I was
So they
asking
really
you.
are cousins.
Yeah,
They would stick it out.
Like the putty.
Oh, that's too much. That's too much. Oh man, that's too much.
yeah, too much.
So I guess vice versa. What would we do in the situation?
I'm not good at asking these questions.
He wouldn't
like,
even get into all that. He's
I'm the opposite.
Gabby
of that. Like,
would leave
yeah.
if she was on a date she didn't
I
like.
do
Gabby
like-
will tell him straight up, "I'm not feeling this." Bye.
I don't believe
I would
that.
do.
No.
I wouldn't. I would be like, this was fun,
Yeah,
but this
you would
is not
turn
gonna
him-
work.
Yeah,
I would
she
do-
would
did
turn
you-
him down for sure.
Did you remember last week's episode? Remember what I said about Bad Bunny with the microphone? That's what I would be like. I'd be like, "Esto apesta."
funny thing is, she doesn't even know what that means. Probably.
Yeah.
Basically, I said,
I know.
What did I say?
Peta, you were saying that smells.
Right, but do you know why I said it?
What did he just say?
Peta. Esta peta.
Apesta. Apesta.
Oh.
Esta peta.
Esta peta.
Oh no, this
Escopeta.
is turning around. I was like, no. Oh my gosh, my glasses are fogging hardcore right now.
Jesus. What else are we gonna talk? We're gonna talk about COVID. Just let's
Well, you know why she didn't want to come?
Fun. Let's take away the fun now.
You know why she didn't want to come?
Why?
Because
I had something stupid I was gonna say to that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Never mind.
Because she thought that the police were gonna walk out on the job and there was gonna be no police here. And there's gonna be
I feel like I saw somebody post Lori.
Let's be real.
Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is she a Larry? Is she a light? What is she?
Lori Lightfoot. I saw
she-
somebody post like a picture of like her face and then the Purge logo on it or some shit or whatever. But I didn't really put too much mind to it. That's why when you told me it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking
She was
about.
very concerned.
Was she?
I honestly, I don't know if the burbs are getting to me. That made me super sketch. That I was
Everything
getting paranoid.
scares her.
Yeah.
Everything makes her nervous.
I told her we're on the outskirts of the city.
And
nothing's gonna happen.
I mean, I put it like this. I mean, there's killings in Chicago every fucking day, right? I mean, but Chicago, you got to remember, Chicago is fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what are the chances? Now, mind you, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but what are the chances of you getting hit by a bullet?
In this neighborhood, especially.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff around here.
See,
Really?
my
Not that much,
defense.
though.
Not a lot, but I've seen some
Nothing
things.
like crazy, though.
Pero-
What I mean.
I've seen shootings and stuff around here,
Yeah.
but it's a little on the opposite side of diversity because on the opposite
I'm
side of
gonna
diversity
throw
is a
out
bunch
some
of.
fancy lingo here. Pero my stance.
You still said that wrong too. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Are you kidding
Continue.
me?
No, she worked on that.
Oh, she worked on that one.
I've
She worked
worked
on that one. She's been working on that one.
All right, cool.
Pero,
For
pero,
months.
Go ahead. Continue.
Pero my stance is I've grown up in the ghetto my whole life. So I've always been like on edge.
What do you
and
consider
always.
ghetto?
Hamlin and North Avenue, like
You lived there your whole life? Didn't you live there like 2 months?
negative. No.
I lived on Hamlin and North Avenue.
Hold on. First off,
She was by there. They
Oh,
used to live
yeah,
by there.
I've lived down Monticello,
I thought when
and
you- I
that's
thought when
right
David
there
was
by
living in
Humboldt
your
Park.
building.
We live by Lemoyne. That's right there by Humboldt Park. We live down Cicero. We live
She
down
lived by
Mason.
North Avenue and Mason.
Yeah,
you know
North
what that
Avenue
is.
and Mason.
That's-
You want to know what that is? That there's a rib joint
That's
right
not
at the
ghetto.
corner.
I don't want to say that's ghetto. That's just hood.
Exactly. What's
No,
the
but
difference?
ghetto. No, but to me, ghetto's like a. Well, was it like poverty area there?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Dude, it was
I feel like it was
the
like
part.
poverty.
There's not like projects there. They're houses.
it's not
but
Cabrini Green.
It's kind of the hood. Yeah. It is.
But right across the street were the Latin Kings and another gang, and they tatted the whole park.
They tatted the whole park.
Graffiti.
Graffiti the whole park.
Okay, got it.
That's the term.
John almost got us killed one time because he started gangbanging.
No, I wasn't
He
gang
was throwing up Latin King and shit.
I said, no, don't kick the car. I was just in a big red oversized hoodie. It was dark. They might have
Big
misinterpreted.
red oversight. Were you
It's about
reenacting
stupid.
Little
It's
Red
stupid.
Riding
Yeah,
Hood?
Yes, you
I
wanna-
remember that. I remember his head hitting my windshield
Who, John?
because Jonathan doesn't like to wear
Yeah.
his seatbelt ever. I thought he would have learned his
Wait, was
lesson.
this a car accident?
That was the second time I almost got shot. Yeah.
What do you mean? The gun got aimed at me.
Oh.
Because when I got out of the car, all I saw was a gun. But whatever, nonetheless.
Wow, the conversation spoken with Chicagoans. It's very intense.
A lot of guns pointed, you know?
Yeah.
But anyways, COVID time.
Ooh.
Since you wanted to argue about that one on when you called me the other day, or three-way called,
Yeah.
and we had this conversation. Jonathan, what's the update on your vaccination?
Today was the deadline and nobody said a word, so I worked.
Did you get your fake COVID card?
No, I'm not going to get one of those.
No?
That's a federal
Are you
crime.
Yeah,
still-
it
that
really is a
crime,
federal
yeah.
crime.
So what's your feeling right now?
You gonna keep
Yeah,
going till they
yeah,
they
yeah.
call it out.
So they realize, hey, this guy's not vaccinated.
But I mean,
And I
what's
don't
your...
think they're going to push it. I think they were just using like some type of scare tactic. Didn't work.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like where I work is over 100 people in that employers, whatever that rule was, that if you have over 100 employees. So
I don't think the deadline was for everyone.
No, we didn't have a deadline. It was only for federal workers. It wasn't for.
Are you considered coworkers. Federal worker?
Yeah,
I think so.
You think so? You know so?
Yeah, 100%. Aren't you forest preserve? You work for the county.
That's federal. That's local. That's Illinois.
Yeah, exactly. And what is Illinois?
No,
but they just followed. They followed suit.
They're just following suit. It's not necessarily.
Isn't that union? If it's union, it's counts.
No, listen.
Oh, my union.
The government
trash.
The United States government and local governments are two separate bodies.
I know, but they were following suit. They were doing the same.
So Governor, whatever his fat ass is, he said that if over 100 employees, Frickster, he said over 100 have to be vaccinated. Because I never heard him say that. I heard Biden say that. I heard Biden say that.
Biden was the one who said it.
Biden has no power to do that.
Exactly. Who reinforced it was our.
I don't think that's necessarily true, because I know one of the only states. There's only a few states that actually put it in, and like New York's one of them or whatever.
They wanted to intimidate the people, I think.
And still, like 3/4, I think, of the people at my job aren't vaccinated.
You know, that's at least half. You do know that's where it's gonna go, right?
No, I disagree.
Yeah,
I disagree.
I think so, but not yet.
What do you think is going to happen?
Me? No, yes. I'm interested in hearing everybody else's opinion, because I feel like
that they're going to force it.
I don't think it's going to be forced. I mean, okay. Let me be very clear.
It's already kind of being forced.
Yeah. Hold on. Kind of sort of. Hold on. We've talked about this before. I have no problem with companies saying as a requirement for employment, you need to have the vaccine. I have no problem with that. Why? Because it's within their right, the same way it is within your right to say you don't want to do it. Okay? Requirements by the company are totally cool with me. No problem. My problem lies with the government. If the government makes employers do this, I have a problem, because the government shouldn't be forcing anybody to do anything. My opinion. But I am okay with an employer saying, hey, starting X day, our requirement is that you're vaccinated. If not, you need to look for more employment, a different employment.
I guess you can do that for new hires.
No, I think anyone.
No, you got to be, if you're grandfathered.
No. So if you work in a place that bricks can fall on your head, and for years they've been saying, no, you don't have to wear a hard hat, and all of a sudden they say, you know what, we're going to have to start wearing hard hats. You're going to say, oh, only for new hires, because that's safe.
Yeah.
It's
John's like, I've been doing this for years. So since I've done it for years, I'm okay.
I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's a safety thing, and it's up to them, because they do they not have a right to do that? Do they not?
I don't think they should.
The stance that you have.
Is there a mask mandate with your job then?
Yeah.
So
what the fuck's the difference? They're making you wear a mask.
The real question is, do you wear a mask? Negative, you don't wear a mask.
A mask is not going to
stop.
Well, it's not going to hurt me.
Yeah.
It's not going to cause side effects.
How do we even know about side effects? That's such a fucking thing. Everybody keeps talking about, this is new.
That's the thing. I don't know.
I think my stance would be there are tons of facts of people actually getting the shots and having side effects versus the people who have been vaccinated. I mean, that have been unvaccinated and caught COVID.
Random.
But no, it's the heart disease, heart failure.
Herpes, syphilis.
I don't know if we're talking about the same disease.
The only thing that I've heard of is like a heart condition.
Negative. For females, it's going to make it almost very...
To not have kids.
Exactly.
That's garbage.
Unfertile.
That's trash.
How is that garbage? How is that trash?
That's not
blood
true.
Blood clots was another huge thing for people when they had
blood clots. I can see where blood clots can come into play, because blood clots can happen with any medicine that you take. I've had freaking
even higher rate.
I almost had you have a high rate of a lot of things with drugs. That's what happens. That's the risk we take.
So then what's the difference of this between any other drug?
What's the difference? There is no difference.
Okay, so then why are other drugs not being pressured on us, but this drug is?
Because freaking if you have colon cancer, it doesn't spread if I spit up on somebody.
That makes
zero
sense.
Or if I have cancer, it doesn't.
The whole thing is the spread.
It's the
They're
spread.
Scared of the spread. Even though if you get the vaccine,
if you know you are more likely to catch a disease sitting on a toilet for, what is that thing that you can catch? It's you could literally catch not the STD, the other thing that they can do.
HPV,
RMA.
No. Oh, what am I talking?
I don't know, but anyways, you sit on the toilet
VHS.
and you're more likely to catch something. You're more likely to catch a crazy disease from sitting on that toilet than you are to catch COVID.
Staphylococcus.
I disagree. I disagree. I think the way that this virus spreads, I think is what's alarming. Right? And it's the truth. It's an airborne thing. You sitting on something is different than something being airborne. That means you actually have to sit on the toilet to actually do it.
Yeah.
But if somebody tells you, hey, there's some shit on that toilet, you are not going to sit on it. But you can't do that when, okay, there's shit flying in the air. We don't know who passed around this hallway in the last 2 hours. You can still catch it. Does that make sense? Like it's a different ball game. It's an airborne thing that spreads really, really fast, and the only way to control it. Because I mean, what would be a solution, Kristen? What's a solution? What would you prefer?
Solution? People getting their.
By the way, I'm gonna make sure I don't put the camera on you right now, but like you have a little makeup right there. I got you.
Got a little schmutz.
There it goes. You gotta get it now.
I feel it.
Help her out. Somebody help her out. Makeup.
I thought those were your real eyebrows. Wait,
Sorry.
Okay, back on topic.
Your eyelashes.
Focus.
No,
And we talked about.
Go ahead.
We talked
Talk
about,
to the microphone.
We talked about this yesterday. I think I understand what John's saying too, though. Like I personally, I would rather wear a mask than get vaccinated right now because we don't know the side effects.
How many years would you say it would take for you to feel comfortable with it?
Couple.
A couple?
I'm
What
with
else?
them, yeah.
Couple
Most
more.
vaccines take several years before even getting into the public eye.
How many
Wait.
years would you say they were testing the vaccine for polio? What would you say?
I wouldn't know. I
Wasn't
didn't
that
learn the
long?
research,
I think
but
I
I know
did.
it was a short-lived
It was-
vaccine. They needed something now.
Right. And it worked, right?
I don't know. I don't know the stats. I wasn't paying attention to
Do you
polio.
have any friends that feel a little polio around you?
Is this sarcasm?
Yes.
Why'd you say it like
I'm being
that?
real. I'm being real.
Sarcasm.
Have you met anyone who has suffered from polio? No.
No.
So it worked, right? But here's the thing about vaccines, and this is what I think about vaccines. You have to test it. Yes, it was rushed, but we were met with a weird circumstance. This wasn't like something like, it only spread within 5 people. This spread across the country and across the world rapidly, right? So we had to act.
To what we know, so what information that has been given to us, it supposedly has shaken the world, the nation.
You think it hasn't?
I don't think it has. I do not. That's my stance. My stance is that this whole thing is a hoax. To be honest, I'll
Damn.
call it.
In her opinion.
That's what the show. It's
Well,
called. In my
Get off my
opinion.
set. I'm kidding.
In my opinion, you might get flagged, and this might be.
No, I mean, you could say, I'm pretty sure we're not that big. YouTube don't give a shit about us.
No.
I don't think it's a hoax. I don't think it's as crazy as people think, right? I mean, I do think that a lot of people died from complications of it. Now, mind you, now the important thing is of it, meaning
Yeah,
that's
exactly
part of the equation. Because people love to say, oh, look at and again, I know people that do it all the time. Look at their obesity, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. But most people that say that are healthy people. So we don't have to worry about you. I get it. You're great. But what do we tell everybody else? Like, I have a heart condition it could have been my own fault, or it could have been I was born with it. I don't know. So what do we say? We'll say, well, fuck him. Fuck him, let him die. We shouldn't come up with a vaccine to try to help this
So
person.
here's my stance. If this is really as much a concern to our government, why then? There's how many thousands of bodies out in New York that were right now being questioned of deaths because I'm not giving it discredit. This was a real thing. There was a such thing as COVID. It was serious. It is something that impacted our
Just called it a hoax.
world. No, there is, but it's just like cancer. There is cancer in the world. There is
cancer doesn't-
sickness
but
in the world.
Cancer, that's the thing. We can't compare it to cancer and other
No, she's
diseases
just
because it
saying-
doesn't
But
spread that way.
I do.
Let me tell you how
think,
serious
though.
this was. Let me tell you how serious this is.
Tell me.
It's so
Tell me,
serious that
please.
the government is at the point of taking your legal freedoms from you. That's how fucking serious this is.
Oh,
Think about that.
And
Think
we're
about
cut
that.
now.
No, listen. Nowhere in American history has the freedoms of people ever been in question as much.
What about when Hitler was in office? Was he in office?
America.
Oh, he wasn't in office, and he wasn't even in America. But we're basically going back to standards like that.
You're saying Trump?
No, I'm not saying Trump.
Hitler in general.
No, I'm talking about the how is it basically going into places? What did Hitler do? You needed a star to go in and get food.
Wait,
so what is it that we need now? Vaccinations?
Something I said just totally flew over your head. I said here in the States.
Exactly.
Hitler was not here in the States.
It doesn't matter whether he was a
Germany.
dictator.
So-
Cuba, they have dictators. Literally people from America, if you want to get there, people from America who have been under the dictatorships of other countries and other people, they could even call it out. So again, what's the stance? I'm gonna get hot and heated. So y'all, I'm sorry.
I'm cool as a cucumber.
Not.
That was such a dumbass reference.
That was an old man reference.
Yes, it was.
Your age is showing.
I know. My age showed 20 minutes ago when my back just randomly threw a spasm.
Gave out.
I was just leaning up against the wall, and that's it. Listen, again, it's so serious that freedoms are being in question. I don't agree with that, but we have to understand that this is legitimate, and this isn't just here. These mandates are around the world. It's not just here. It's not just the United States.
What's the death toll? What's the death rate
For what?
to other countries? Because it's not just here.
Death toll of what? Like of
COVID,
people that have died from COVID?
Deaths. Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
It up,
So the severity of it. CDC, you can look at them. They're faulty sources.
I don't think, them creating a vaccine isn't the issue. They created it, great. If you want to take it, great.
Yes.
But as we talked about the other day, it's just...
It shouldn't be forced on you.
It shouldn't be forced.
I agree 100%. But we have to come to a realization that it's going to be like going to school, right? So when you're going to start... Hold on, wait. Put your hands down. I see you over there. All animated over there. Listen, when you go to school as a child, you have to have a certain amount of shots as a child. That's just what it is. And if you don't show proof that you have them, you can't go to public school. That's just how it is. Okay? There's a reason for that because we want to ensure that the safety of these kids is intact. That's why I keep saying that I feel like it's going to get to this point where it's going to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
What was that music?
I was upstairs.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was going crazy. Oh my God.
What is it?
We still can't roll that out.
What numbers you got, John? You found something?
I don't know. Give me a country and I'll look up
Australia, because that's where the most heat is happening. Did you know that?
Yes.
You did? Okay, so then what is your valid cause as to why their freedom should be jeopardized because, this is so severe? They only had an hour of daylight to be outside.
In Australia?
In Australia.
It's like prison.
It was literally, you want to know why it was turned over? Because nobody, whether you're American or from another country, that is literally, what did Adolf Hitler do? You had to wear a little gold star, and even at that, you were rationed.
But he killed Jews.
And what are they trying to do with us now?
How do you know that you're implying that the government's trying to kill you?
I'm implying that this is crazy. That all of this is nonsense. I'm implying
1400.
1400 what? In Australia?
Yep.
1400?
That's not
what?
1,000.
That doesn't even make sense.
1,448.
And how long of a time spread?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You're useless for fact checking.
Dude, that's literally the cases. Look at the cases. The cases may be substantial.
130,000.
This is, so you tell me.
1,400.
Why did that happen?
More people died of suicide last year.
In Australia?
No, in America.
Then what? Then COVID?
Then 1,448 babies. There was more babies aborted than that.
Let's not go into that conversation.
Y'all.
Listen.
I'm getting hot.
Australia and the United States are two different countries.
100%.
Okay. Where do people go? When people leave their countries, where do they go? Do they go to Australia or they come here?
Clearly, they're all crowding at the border.
Okay. That's racist, but okay. Listen,
that's not racist.
Okay.
Where they want to go? They want to go
where
they're
not crowding in Canada. I'll tell you, the Canadian border is perfectly secure.
They want to go where
they're smarter than we
they
are.
got brown bears.
No, because they're fucking smart and they don't want to come to this ratchet ass fucking country.
Right.
Yeah, and not to say they're here to fight for their freedom. They want freedom.
Listen.
That's what they want. That's what those people hanging on to that plane in Afghanistan were doing.
Excuse me.
Listen. Not going to get many.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Do what the hell you want. No, that's the point. You do obviously you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. My thing is, do people actually research and make an opinion versus sticking to one side of a party or whatever? I think that's more my question. Like, are you really speaking because you actually did the research and thought about it from the other side, or are you just making this decision based on your position and political stance or religious stance or whatever? So I think you were the one that posted, I was vaccinated like 20,000 years ago. You're
2,000 years ago, so you're a young earther. To be correction.
You're a young earther.
A King Arthur? Is that what you're trying to
earther.
Say? Young earther. I thought he said King Arthur, y'all. See, I was like, I need to make sure my facts are right.
King Arthur.
You're a young earth creation.
You're
believer.
A young earth.
How old do you think the earth is?
I'm not going to get into that because I don't even know how old the earth is.
How old do you think it is? Just throw a number in the chat.
I'm not going to throw a number out there because I really don't know how old the earth is.
Do you think the earth is millions of years old?
Don't do it.
Negative. No.
Do you think it's thousands of years old?
I think it's been around.
Yes, it spins around. Yes.
No,
yes.
I think it's been around. That's funnier. Spins around. It's so cliche.
That was me just, being stupid.
Exactly.
Never mind about that. I don't even know where I was going with that. Did you hear about Kyrie Irving?
Yeah.
He's gonna lose a lot of money.
I'm all for it.
Him losing money?
No. Just him
taking the stand.
Standing up to the man.
He's not really doing anything positive though, man. He's making it worse.
How?
How so?
Again, you work for a business that's fucking owned. If you don't want to get vaccinated, then go play in Australia. That's just the way it's going to go.
He was working there pre-COVID.
I don't care.
That wasn't part of the deal.
I don't care.
So, like, if he decides he doesn't want to take it, it's his decision.
You're right. And unfortunately for him, it's going to come with the layoff.
And he said he's all right with that.
Why is he still talking about it?
So then what about the nurses that worked all last year before the vaccine was even created? They worked
talking to the mic.
The nurses worked all throughout the pandemic without being vaccinated. They were around COVID all the time. And now that's being forced in hospitals. Is it fair that some nurses do not want to get the vaccine? They've already been around it. They were exposed to it regularly. They had to work.
Probably got it.
Got
the antibodies.
So then why?
Do you think antibodies protect you 100%?
They say it's better than actually getting the
is it 100%?
Vaccine.
Is it 100%?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't find it no different than anything else than a vaccine.
So then I can't. This is so frustrating to me.
I agree. It is. I'm sorry. I think when it comes to those, obviously there's a different situation because they were there at the time when there was no vaccine. But that's no one's fault.
I'm not saying that.
It didn't exist.
It's the hospital's fault.
There was no vaccine.
Pushing it on people now.
So now they should be forced to get the vaccine, even though they already had been worked all last year throughout COVID
when it was more of a danger. They were more at risk during the height and heat of this whole thing. There was no vaccine
at the time.
But they were more at risk.
That's why they were at risk because there was no vaccine.
But they were willing to put themselves in that situation to
take care.
So now, now you're going to force them to get vaccinated. Is that fair? No.
Is it fair? No. But unfortunately, that's again a situation where it becomes someone's business and what you want. You get what I'm saying? Why should you, as a person, influence
did you hear
about
the government wanting to know reports of everybody who has more than, I think, $700 or $800 in their bank account? Do you think that's fair?
Say that again.
That the government is now trying to hack.
That $3 trillion bill they passed has something to where they can look into your finances, see what you buy, What does
that have to do with the vaccine? And why do we have to get the vaccine? Like what does my bank account have to do with this pandemic?
Well,
she's
lost.
She's tying everything in is what she's kind of.
I'm completely lost.
I don't think he's seeing that.
I don't
it's
think
a control game.
He doesn't watch
to me.
the news.
You don't.
Wait.
And so
what is this claim right here that the government is looking into your finances?
Banks have contacted consumers because they now are supposed to they're supposed to be reporting your expenses. I think over $700, over $800, where your money is going, who's it going to, how much money is basically in your possession.
That's nothing new.
Is it?
Don't they?
No,
you think the government?
That would be what?
No.
You think the government doesn't know how much you make, how much you spend? You think they don't know that?
That's not in my policies when I go to the bank before.
Do you pay your taxes?
100%.
Then guess what? They know how much you make. And they can take your money whenever the fuck they want to.
True.
There's not a discredit to that, but why all of a sudden they want to know the 700, 600?
Why is there such a thing nowadays with privacy? Why is there
because
such a thing?
Because ours is getting stripped. Privacy is getting stripped. You can't even go to a bathroom, into a female bathroom, to a male bathroom. It's getting stripped, yo.
If the government needs to know that I bought a sound bar the other day, I don't care. That don't fucking bother me.
Yeah, but they're gonna also know how much you gave to Pornhub.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't care. I really don't care.
Or are they trying to point out certain people who put their money certain places? So you're the minority of people who put their money in certain places that they're more out for.
I think the minority is the one that you're trying to scope out and find out they're doing something stupid. The majority of people pay their fucking taxes and just live their fucking lives.
Yeah. So then why did we have to make all of these mandates and policies?
For the minority is what she's saying, I guess.
I don't know. I'm confused.
He just rolled his eyes.
The news.
Listen. Back to the vaccines. Get it if you want.
Yeah.
I'm totally for that. But understand. Yes, please do your research because it's not just one side. Read both and then come to a fucking conclusion. Don't read one and just because it's a liberal channel or whatever and agree with that shit because they could both be fucking wrong. Okay? We don't know. And that is the right answer at this point. If you think you know the answer, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody's claiming. I'm not claiming to know the answer. I just think that my stance and my opinion is I don't want it. So I should have the freedom to say I don't want it.
Agreed. I think you do have the freedom to say that. You have the freedom to say that.
I have the freedom to say it, but I don't have the freedom to live it.
Reason?
What do you mean? They're not telling you
if they're
can't
telling me at
live.
work, if they're telling me at work that I need
they told you?
vaccine.
They've never said nothing in my job. They never said anything.
We're under,
and we have a lot more than 100 people. And we're a worldwide company.
We have. Oh man, I don't see.
They haven't said a thing.
I think those are like private conversations. But HR individually talks to people to get where their stance is, and are you planning on doing it? When are you planning on doing it? Right now, it's all a government game. They're looking to see what the government's going to do. Is the government going to make this 100% mandatory thing? And what the policies are going to be, what they're not going to be. Because I'll tell you right now, if that happens, I will quit my job. I can make it through. Why? Because I truly believe that this is there's something so much bigger at play. I think, in my opinion. Again, that's a show. I
wonder if we think this way because we've never been through this.
Could be.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
Or does history repeat itself?
When has it ever happened like this?
Anyway,
I mean, realistically,
she means in certain ways.
Listen, I think most people, again, this is a trend right now. Everything's a fucking conspiracy. Everything has double meaning. Everything is not black and white anymore. It's always like there's always something. I think that's a fucking trend right now. Like we need to stop. Just make a decision, and that's it. That's it.
No.
It's become a thing. Oh, it's a government conspiracy. They're trying to do this. They're trying. How do you know that? Because Alex Jones said it. Because Alex Jones, the biggest freaking conspirator in the world, says something. All of a sudden, that's legit. He's
what
got
about Joe Rogan? What about Nicki Minaj?
He's 50-50. Nicki Minaj is 50. Really, you really want to take advice from Nicki Minaj?
No, but Nicki Minaj made one comment about not wanting to get the vaccine. Have you heard about her lately? Where's she at?
She hasn't come out with music. What do you mean? I haven't heard about Eminem in a while either.
Oh, I have.
Well, because he opened that restaurant.
Him and his daughter. I've heard stuff about them.
Listen. I don't necessarily think there's always an agenda or there's always shit going on. I don't always think that. I think we create that in our own heads. We want there to be problems, and we want there to be this type of controversy because it's fun to talk about it.
It is fun.
That's why we create this shit.
That's why we have these shows.
Yes.
You know what else is fun? Eating. I'm hungry.
I think it's about that time. Anybody else?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm very, very hangry.
Hangry?
Hangry.
Oh, so that's taking between
and angry at the same and hungry combined.
Got it. Taco burrito king guys? What the fuck else is open at 20? I'm not going to Hollywood Boulevard. That's far.
Nobody's going to go out there. Nobody's going out there.
I thought that's what you said.
I said that it was open till midnight. I didn't necessarily say I'm not going in that area. Anyway. That's Humboldt Park.
Didn't you hear her talking about she's not coming to the city because of everything going on? We can't go over there.
You actually think it's going to be like, yo, the only place I know is in a danger zone.
Anyways, anybody else got anything to say? Closing statements. Jonathan.
I don't got a closing statement. I'm hungry. That's my closing statement.
Kristen, closing statement.
This is going to need a lot of editing.
No, it's not. It's going to go up just like this, or it's not going up at all. One or the other.
Oh.
Gaby.
This was fun. Let's do it again after we eat.
Next
time we eat first.
All right.
Wait, ready. Cheers to that.
All right. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in. We can't do it anymore.
Right. Go ahead.
Damn, bro. See, you messing me up, bro. I can't use it because we got hit with a copyright.
Okay.
Anyways. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.